July 15, 2020, 6:46 a.m., MoneyWatch. By now, most Americans have received the federal stimulus checks directed by the CARES Act in March to help consumers weather the steep economic downturn caused by the coronavirus pandemic. 4 months later, the downturn has been declared an official recession and the official unemployment rate remains in double digits, heightening calls for a second round of stimulus checks. There's good news and bad news on the prospects for additional government assistance. The proposed $3 trillion Health and Economic Recovery Omnibus Emergency Solutions, or HEROES, Act would authorize another round of stimulus payments for most U.S. households. While the bill was passed by the Democrat-controlled House in May, it still must get through the Republican-controlled Senate. Yet there are signs the White House may get behind additional stimulus funding, with the Wall Street Journal reporting that the administration is working on its own plan. During a press conference in June to discuss unemployment, President Donald Trump said his administration will be asking for additional stimulus money. Treasury Secretary Steven Mnuchin also said in June the administration is very seriously considering a second round of stimulus checks, according to the Journal. To be sure, it's unclear whether the HEROES Act will pass Senate scrutiny or what its final contents might be. But here's what Americans could be looking at if the bill passes. How much money could I get with a second stimulus check? The HEROES Act offers a larger stimulus payment than the Coronavirus Aid, Relief and Economic Security Act. Under the new legislation, each member of a household would receive $1,200, including children. The income thresholds would remain the same, meaning that single taxpayers earning less than $75,000 and married taxpayers earning a total of $150,000 would receive the full payments. For instance, a family of 4 whose parents earn less than $150,000 would receive $4,800. People excluded from first stimulus checks SP.0219 HEROES would cap total payments at $6,000 per family. Under CARES, a family of 4 whose parents earn less than a combined $150,000 received $3,400, since that law directed $500 for each child under the age of 17. To see how much you would receive under the HEROES Act, you can check this stimulus calculator from OmniCalculator. Could older students get stimulus payments? One criticism of the CARES Act stimulus payments is their restrictions on older teens and college students. Only dependents under 17 years old were eligible for the $500 payments, which excluded many high school juniors and seniors. The payments also excluded college students who were claimed as dependents on their parents' taxes. HEROES broadens its scope to include all dependents, which means that older teens and college students would be eligible for the $1,200 per person payments.